Hi guys, I'm Andrew and this is my mom. She's a doctor and we're going to teach you guys about the coronavirus.
So Andrew, tell me about the coronavirus. Anything you know about it?
Well, the coronavirus could kill you. It's a very bad cold. It's a lot of places around the world.
Let's start with those 2 points. It's a very bad cold. It's a virus and it presents like a very bad cold. The difference is this is a novel virus. Do you know what novel means?
Novel means it is all around the world.
Nope. That means it's a pandemic. Pandemic means it's all around the world and it's reached a lot of different areas. If something is epidemic, it's in a smaller area. But if something is all around the world, it's a pandemic. That tells you how serious this is.
And this virus is a pandemic.
Correct. It's also a novel virus. A novel virus means it's something that we've never seen before. And so we don't
And
have...
it's new.
Yeah, novel means new. So it means we don't have immunity to it yet. So nobody has ever had this virus before. And so that means nobody has a defense mechanism in their body against it. When you get a vaccine, you do get immunity to something. So since we don't know about this virus,
and we don't have a vaccine,
then nobody has immunity. So how do you think we should stop the spread?
we can stop the spread by not going to anyone's houses who are like coughing, sneezing, or any of that stuff, throwing up.
Throwing up is actually not one of the symptoms of coronavirus. However, you probably shouldn't go to someone's house if they're throwing up too.
Yes.
But the symptoms of coronavirus really are fever and cough and some difficulty with your breathing. So a lot of those symptoms like fever and cough can happen with a regular flu and cold or with things like pneumonia. So it's very important that if you have those symptoms, you stay home, stay in your room, and have an adult help take care of you. Then one of the most important things you can do is drink fluids. You know what that does?
No.
Helps you fight a fever and it helps you fight dehydration. Your body gets very hot with a fever and it gets dehydrated. So it's so important for all of your organs that you remain hydrated with electrolytes like Gatorade or Pedialyte and plenty of water too. So we can hydrate.
Milk?
Sometimes you can drink milk, but usually if you're sick with a cold, milk makes your phlegm a lot thicker and it might be harder to breathe.
And throw up.
So we can prevent it by not being around people who are sick. We can also prevent it by washing our hands, right?
That's the best way to prevent it.
Absolutely. Washing your hands is so important. When we touch anything, whether it's the light switch or the faucet or each other, we usually end up carrying a lot of bacteria or viruses on our fingers. And the most common way to get infected is to put your fingers on your face.
Or in your eyes or in your mouth.
Yeah, if your nose is itchy or if your eye's itchy. And so if we wash our hands, we prevent giving it to ourselves, right?
Yep.
So the more you wash your hands, the better. A good rule is every time you eat or drink, wash your hands. And every time you go in or out of the house, wash your hands. Very important.
That's why I always wash my hands after I go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's super important too.
I get scared if I don't wash my hands and I forget.
Yeah, we don't have to be scared, but we definitely have to be responsible to do that, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we know that it's a pandemic, we know that it's a novel virus, and we know that it causes symptoms that can really be harmful because some people who have it can't breathe well. Do you know how people end up in the hospital if they have coronavirus?
If they go to the hospital, the most common thing that would happen is they would get tested, right?
Well, yes. So people who are sick enough to go to the hospital usually end up getting a test for coronavirus. Now, a lot of people are scared these days and think, I need to be tested, I need to be tested. We should all just be tested. But unfortunately, we don't have that many tests right now. So until we're able to have more tests available, only the very sick people will be tested. And that means the people who have lung problems and can't breathe well. So those people usually will end up going to the emergency room and getting tested. But what do we do if we just we're breathing fine, but we have a cold or a cough?
We should stay away from other people.
Correct. We should stay home. We should try to isolate ourselves so that we're not spreading any of our germs, and we should stay well hydrated and make sure we have certain things at home. Things like Tylenol to help reduce a fever, right?
Yep.
Things like cough medicine or cough syrup so that we don't end up having to go to the pharmacy or doctor if we really don't need to. And we should probably have a lot of things to keep us busy because it could be a little bit boring when you can't leave the house. So things like what we're doing now. Right?
Maybe just stay in your bed, like watch some TV or something.
You could do that or read a book. Anyway, that's what we wanted to share with you guys about the coronavirus. Anything left to tell your friends, Andrew?
I don't know. That's a lot of things we said.
We said a lot. Stay safe, guys.